Do you know how I made my first million? By investing in stocks that nobody has ever heard of. In this video, I'm showing you a stock that I made my first million on, and I'm showing you how I plan to make another million off of this stock in the next 12 to 24 months. This specific stock is down more than 90% during the last few years. And you can probably 10x your money without taking on nearly as much risk as I did. Since 2017, huge value has been created, but because of some external factors, which I will discuss later in this video, you can literally buy $1.5 billion worth of value for only $40 million, which is the market cap today. This video has 3 sections. Section 1, how did this stock 100x from 3 cents to $3? This background info is very important. Section 2, why did the stock decline more than 90% from the peak? And section number 3, why I believe this stock is going to go back up significantly from the current levels, allowing you to make 10x or more on this stock.
We can talk about chart damage and that's true, right? All those things, but I mean, you're trading at 1/20th P/NAV ratio of about 1/20th, right? I mean, it's wild, right? I mean, you're trading at a $70 million market cap, $80 million market cap. I haven't looked at the chart today, but P/NAV or an NPV of 1.475 billion. There's a disconnect there.
My name is Mariusz Konieczny, and I have been investing in the stock market full-time since 2009. And from that time to the peak of 2021, I turned $10,000 into $7 million. I am also the author of 10 books on investing and the founder of microcapexplosions.com. The stock of Oroco Resource Corp went up from 3 cents to more than $3 from 2017 to the middle of 2021. That's a 100x. By the way, Oroco has 2 ticker symbols, OCO, which is the Canadian ticker symbol, and ORRCF is the US ticker symbol. You can trade both symbols. These are the same shares. They are just priced in different currencies. The stock price went up like a rocket because Oroco gained an ownership interest in a $1 billion property. This is kind of unusual because normally small companies like Oroco could never get their hands on $1 billion assets like this. But at that time, Oroco's market cap was only $3 million, which is tiny in relation to the $1 billion asset value. Overnight, the company became worth way more, and then the market adjusted its price to reflect this. Let me give you a quick background, which is very important in understanding how you are going to make 10x your money. There's this property called Santa Tomas Copper Project, which in the early 2000s was stolen from a Mexican by an American. In short, the American bought the property but never paid him for it. And the property became extremely valuable as the price of copper rose. But the problem was that this property was tangled in a complex legal battle between those 2 parties. Enter Oroco Resource Corp. The management of Oroco said this: we will solve the legal problems, we will pay for the legal costs, we will get the property back, but in return, we will earn a significant interest in Santa Tomas Copper Project. And after 10 years of fighting this legal battle, Oroco was successful. And the victory of the legal battle, combined with the bull market of 2021, sent the stock price of Oroco to the moon. The stock price went from 3 cents in 2017 to more than $3 by the middle of 2021. And this is when I became the Oracle of Oroco. I actually received this shirt from an Oroco shareholder. During this entire time, I was making videos about Oroco, I was writing articles, and I even wrote a 16-page analysis of the legal battle. You see, while Santa Toma's property was extremely valuable, the stock price got a little ahead of itself because there was work that needed to be done. You see, Santa Toma's had a lot of copper in the ground based on historical drilling. But due to new regulations in the mining industry, Oroco needed a new drilling permit, confirmation drilling, and it needed updated reports to show the amount of copper in the ground and the economic value of the project. So when the stock price reached over $3 on June 25, 2021, Oroco didn't even start the confirmation drilling. It only had a drilling permit in hand, but it didn't even start drilling. And of course, investors got impatient and then sold off the stock. So literally, the moment that the company started adding value to the project, in other words, getting on its way towards the NPV of $1.5 billion, the stock price started going in a completely opposite direction. With that being said, investors' impatience was not the only reason why the stock price declined more than 90% from the peak. There were two other main reasons: Federal Reserve and Mexico uncertainty. Federal Reserve had a big impact. The Fed started raising interest rates in March 16, 2022 to fight inflation. This had a devastating impact on small cap stocks and micro cap stocks. 2. Mexican uncertainty. You see, Mexican politicians started making a lot of noise about a possibility of a ban on open pit mining in Mexico. And since Santa Toma's is an open pit project, this obviously scared some investors and made them sell the stock. Why do I think the stock is going to go up from here? It's really quite simple. Today, the company's market cap in US dollars is $40 million. This company owns 85.5% of a project with a $1.5 billion NPV. And this discrepancy has to be resolved by a move from the market cap to match Oroco's ownership in the NPV of the project. And you don't have to do any predicting at this point. You are literally getting all of this on a silver platter. You can just come in, buy the shares in a company that owns $1 billion assets for pennies on a dollar. What are some of the catalysts that might move the stock price up? Well, let's first discuss the two things that cause the stock price to go down, which is the Federal Reserve or interest rates and Mexican uncertainty. When it comes to interest rates, well, the Fed already started cutting interest rates, and the interest rates will come down even more.
The interest rates will come down.
You said that you would demand that the interest rates come down.
Well, I would put in a strong statement.
Do you expect the Fed to listen to you?
Yeah.
But the Fed is supposed to be independent. 2. Mexican uncertainty. You see, I believe that the Mexican uncertainty is way overblown. Mexico is a mining country, and there is no ban on open pit mining, and there won't be one.
The simple fact is that there is no ban on open pit mining on concessions that are already established.
People that are sensitive to jurisdictional risk makes sense, right? Will Mexico ban open pit mining? No, period.
Mexico is, and certainly the Sheinbaum government is commencing a bit of a walk back from some of the approach to the precipice of no open pits that were in the news last year.
While investors love to panic about imaginary things like Mexico's ban on open pit mining, which by the way does not exist, the catalyst is likely to come when they see some positive articles about this issue. Let's talk about some other catalysts. For example, like copper price going up. Price of copper is on the move. Since the beginning of 2025, copper price is going up. And some believe that this is just a beginning.
I'm very bullish on copper this year. Copper, by the way, is my top pick for 2025.
Why does it matter? Remember when I showed you that Santa Tomas property had a net present value of 1.5 billion US dollars? Well, that's actually too low, because to arrive at this NPV calculation, they used the following prices for copper, moly, gold, and silver. And by the way, you always have other metals in a mining project other than just copper. Anyway, they used $4 copper, $15 moly, $1,900 gold, and $24 silver. All of these are outdated. The metal prices are the following. Copper is at 470, moly at 30, gold at 2,900, and silver at 33. The NPV of Santa Tomas is sensitive to these metal prices. The increase in metal prices is about 20% from the report date, which means that the NPV of Santa Tomas now is closer to $2.5 billion, not $1.5 billion. Next, buyout could be a catalyst. As you can see, the increasing copper price has a positive impact on the value of the project, but the increasing copper price also makes major mining companies want to acquire copper projects and put them into production. You see, assets like Santa Tomas are never going to be put into production by small companies like Oroco Resource Corp. These types of projects get acquired by major mining companies for a percentage of NPV. And a good rule of thumb is about 50% of NPV. So any sort of speculation of a buyout or potential buyout could send the stock price of Oroco back to the moon. I mean, 50% of $2.5 billion NPV is 1.5 billion. The market cap is 40 million US dollars. That's 30x from here. And if we get $5 or $6 copper in 2025, things could get very wild to the upside, because with $5 or $6 copper, Santa Tomas would have an NPV of more than $3 billion. In conclusion, Oroco is one of the most interesting investment opportunities out there, and barely anybody is talking about this company. In 2021, the stock price went up a bit too high and too fast, but now it's way too low. It is trading for pennies on a dollar. Even though the asset has an NPV of more than $2 billion, the market cap of this company is only 40 million US dollars, and as a result of this, I personally own more than 500,000 shares. Because remember, value is what you get, price is what you pay. With that being said, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel, like this video, and in the comments below, let me know what you think about Oroco Resource Corp.